What's up, guys? Mordekaiser here. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of a trouble with my recording, so we're going to have to go and watch the replay, and I'm going to just talk over this one. So in this game, we're laning against an Ornn, which is actually it's a pretty easy matchup for Mordekaiser, I'm not going to lie. But more importantly in this game, our Tristana, our ADC, was raging at our support and threatened to quit early on. And so this video is really just to show you how to really hard carry with Mordekaiser. Here we were just going for an invade. I got a lucky first blood. Because it was an easy lane matchup, I actually started with a Dark Seal and a refillable potion. That's my preferred start with Mordekaiser. And so here I'm just going to go back, pick up a longsword for my Hextech Gunblade, which is what I normally go first item with Mordekaiser. So I'm going to go back to lane. I've got 2 stacks on my Dark Seal, and I've got a longsword. Big advantage against this Ornn. So like I said, this video is really just to show you how you can hard carry with Mordekaiser, even in a team that's kind of falling apart at the seams, especially how to snowball a lead that you can get early on. So I'm not sure exactly where Warwick started, so I was trying to be a little bit less aggressive in lane. I was wondering maybe he started at our blue, but from the replay, obviously, he started at their blue. So I just immediately went in with the level 1 harass with my W. As you can see, I took almost no damage because the entire time my W was not only damaging him, but also giving me a huge shield. And I proc Storm Raiders, got a favorable trade, popped a potion, and most of the damage that required that potion was really just the minion aggro. Minions early on can do a tremendous amount of damage. And so just like that, he's half health, and we're totally healthy. Once again, I'm just giving a little bit of respect. I don't know where Warwick is. I do have my level 2 here, so this should be pretty easy. He's going to underestimate Mordekaiser's damage. Everybody does. And so I'm looking to just get a level 2 kill here. Pop another potion. And we get his flash. I didn't ghost there. Maybe if I had, I could have gotten him. If I was level 3, I definitely could have. But we are low, and we still don't know where Warwick is. So I'm just trying to clear this this wave out, push it under tower. I see my Lee Sin is pinging me. And so I pop Ghost, and I try to join the fight. Get my W off, get a big shield going, hit my E, and a double kill. To give him the mastery flash, and I'm out of there. 6 stacks on my Dark Seal. Let's see. CS is not great at this point, 13, but he only has 6. So we go back, we pick up our revolver, we get a control ward, and we refresh the refillable potion. We've got 6 stacks on our Dark Seal. We are way ahead of this guy. He's only got his corrupting potion still. We've got 3 kills in 4 minutes. So this is what I'm talking about. We've got a lead, so we've just got to figure out how to snowball this lead. The long walk back to lane. I do see Lee Sin is trying to invade. He's asking for help, and I let him know that I have my teleport up. He drops a ward, and we go in for the teleport. Pop our W on him, give him a little bit of shielding, also damaging Warwick as he walks. Warwick does have to flash, but at least we save our Lee Sin's life, and he's able to continue to counter jungle and really set this Warwick back. I was just watching for the ping. I told him that I had teleport up, and as soon as he dropped that ward, I was over there. Because I knew that we were just so much stronger than they are. And as long as I have a body for the W, the Harvester of Sorrows, I could 2v1 those 2 guys. I don't really need Lee Sin to do anything other than just stand there and allow the W to engage. Ornn's abilities are really telegraphed, very easy to sidestep. and it takes away all of his poke potential in lane. Give him a couple of siphoning strike shots just to take him down a little bit. But I wasn't entirely certain where the Warwick was, so now I'm just farming. But then he comes in for that greedy play. And we get another kill. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he thought he had enough shielding to be able to sustain that, but we're just so strong right now that we can take those trades and run under tower. We had our shield up. We could take a couple of tower shots. Popped a couple of potions. Our Harvester of Sorrows is healing us up quite a bit. And now we've got 4 kills to 1. All the gold is on us. And we're just going to ward and... You know, I could have backed here and gone and purchased. I think I was greeding for another wave. Try to deny him more CS. But looking at this again, maybe I should have gone back. Or I could have roamed mid to help out, because he is pinging for help. One thing Mordekaiser can do is harass while the enemy is under tower. It's probably not the best use of time, to be honest with you, but for some reason I just fall into that trap. I could have backed, come back to lane even stronger, but I didn't. Just checking to see where he is. He's standing back, waiting for me to shove under tower so he can farm, so we're just going to let this slow push into him, deny him as much CS as possible. I wasn't sure where he was, I was pinging missing, but he was just sitting there waiting for the wave to crash under tower. Because at this point he knows he can't walk up. He's level 4, we're level 6. And he's got a ruby and a sapphire crystal. So he really can't do anything. Kind of feel bad for him at this point, really. Just trying to Q farm as best he can. Yeah, level 7 to level 4. We boxed him out of so much gold, so much experience. I'm waiting to see if he greeds for anything. Like I said, I could have gone back and bought. Yeah, so I'm wasting a lot of time right here. I guess I was just roaming mid, trying to see if I could help with Vladimir. Maybe take this scuttle. Lee didn't want me to finish it off, he wanted it. We could have probably circled back around and collapsed on Ornn. I was just curious to see what they had up in their jungle. Mordekaiser can take jungle camps very safely. And I see their reds up, so I'm just going to take that. At this point, our Tristana starts raging, really upset with their support, saying that she's not doing enough in lane. And she actually says she's done, she's threatening to quit. And so what I did at this point is I told her just to relax, to farm it up, and that I could carry for the team. And not to worry, because I was so far ahead. So we see this Ornn, he's overextended. He misses his ult. And we ghost, a little bit greedy, and he gets away with just the tiniest sliver of health. 29 health, feels bad, man. So I wasted my ghost for that, but I thought I was going to get the kill. Your ultimate does damage over time, so I thought even with the shielding that he had, it might be able to get through if I could land one more siphoning strike on him. So we actually ended up upgrading to the Mejais right now. I wouldn't recommend doing this in most games, but given the fact that I was having such an easy time in lane, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go swing for the fences. Our team's kind of fallen apart. Tristana's flaming everybody, and so I'm going to need to hard carry this game, and I rolled the dice on the Mejai's, and if you saw the icon in the opener, then you know that it actually did pay off this time. Doesn't always, obviously. So my team's pinging for help, and I was actually looking to see whether or not I could make a TP play. They didn't have any deep wards, and they just had so much CC that if I did TP to the wards available, I wouldn't really be able to engage. I also saw that Malzahar got that kill, and so I decided to just stay in lane and try to make this Ornn as useless as possible. If you can land a Siphoning Strike on somebody under tower at higher levels, and once you have a little bit of health, you'll actually be able to absorb an entire tower shot if you can land it on a champion. And Bran gets a double kill. Yeah, we just take no damage from this guy. So they've got quite a bit of magic damage on their team. Brand, Vladimir, Warwick does a sizable amount of magic damage. And so I knew that I was going to need to get some sort of MR this game. I ended up opting for the Spirit Visage just because it gives you that additional healing boost. And with AP scalings on your Harvester of Sorrows, your W, as well as the Spirit Visage, you actually can get a tremendous amount of healing out of Mordekaiser. You know, in watching this, I really could have done a lot more on the map than just endlessly farming against this Ornn. But like I said, it was really, I was looking for ward locations, somewhere that I could go and teleport to flank them or get an advantageous position, and we just didn't have the ward positioning that made me feel comfortable, especially because I felt like maybe I was just greeting for the Mejai stacks. I'm not gonna lie, I was cherry picking my fights here. Now he's BMing, he's so far behind. I didn't know if this was a bait or what, but I did see pretty much everybody on the map, so I felt comfortable going in. So Tristana was in a little bit of trouble with Warwick, but she actually did outplay him under tower, which is great. Infernal Drake's coming up, so I wanted to be bot anyway. I told Malzahar he might have to cover top, he had teleport up, and so I was just here to pick up the Drake, push out this lane. Tristana started flaming me for taking any of those CS, which is something that you get a lot in gold. You know, you watch videos of people who are Diamond Challenger, they get it. They know that pushing the wave is more advantageous for the team. So I try to mimic that as much as possible, but sometimes people don't get the memo. So yeah, I asked Malzahar to go top, and we've got the dragon right now, so we are so strong. Vladimir ghosts away, and we've got the drag. Lee Sin wanted to go to the Rift Herald at this point with the drag, but you really don't need the drag to take the Rift Herald, and so I thought it was just more important to pressure the tower. Now I was just trying to get this Xayah low, thinking I might be able to go in and get a kill. Just a few dragon shots, and she's already half HP. Maybe I should have focused more on the tower, but I saw that Xayah was in a little bit of trouble. Ghosted in, ulted the Warwick, And I actually hesitated just for a second because I wasn't sure where Brand was and I was a little bit worried. Here I'm playing a little bit of a game of pickle because I see people all around me, and Brand can really do a lot of damage to Mordekaiser just with the stuns and everything. So I see Lee Sin coming around for the flank. I decided to take the long way because I don't want to walk straight at a Brand. He can really mess me up. And Tristana was just AFK pushing, which was fine. She was mad. She didn't want to play with the team, and she felt like she was being useless or useful. So Brand gets a double kill. Like I said, he was getting pretty big, and so I was giving him a little bit of respect there, not just wanting to walk up and blow my Mejai stacks. So Zyra's walking on top of me. I'm trying to get away to avoid the additional collateral damage from Brand's ult. Pop some potions, ping for help, and I don't know what this Ornn was thinking. He charges in, and then Vladimir comes in right into my Harvest of Sorrows, kills himself, basically suicides, and then Ornn's just sitting there. I try to get Harvester of Sorrows off on Lee. I do. And he's able to go in and get the kill. That actually gave me an assist. So now I'm able to just clear out this wave. Push in top. And at this point, we're sitting on 20 stacks of Mejai, 6-0-2. Playing very carefully, but having a very big impact on the game. Yeah, at this point we were sitting on a lot of gold. We needed to go back and buy, but there was just so much happening up top I didn't feel comfortable going back. Decided to take the Rift Herald here. It's an easy take. Mordekaiser's W, Harvester of Sorrows, heals you and an allied champion quite a bit, so take this no problem, very healthy. You just get so much healing from your W's. Haven't gone back in quite a bit. Got a ton of gold. I know that Zaya's sitting up here. She thinks she's out of my vision, but I saw her there. I saw a few feathers fly, and so I knew she was hiding in that choke point, and I didn't want to walk up. We get a Xayah Ghost, which is great. If you don't know, Mordekaiser's ultimate allows you to capture the soul of an enemy champion, and then you get a ton of bonus stats. So Mordekaiser gets a percentage of their health added to his health. So if you grab a tank, you're just going to become, you yourself will become that much tankier. He also gets a portion of their AP, so if you capture like a late game Vigor Ghost, your AP is just going to skyrocket and you're going to do a tremendous amount of damage. And their AD, the Ghost's AD, will actually scale off of your AD. So if you build Mordekaiser with some AD, like a Triforce, for example, you're actually going to be adding your AD to their AD, which is great for like a late game Jhin Ghost or something. The Ghost can put out tremendous amount of damage. So depending on what type of Ghost you get, you're going to kind of micro that a little bit differently. There we had a Xayah, so we were just using her out in front to try to get some poke damage off, and things seemed to go pretty well. Now you might be wondering why anybody would build Mordekaiser AD since all of his damage is AP. His Q actually has a 150% scaling on his AD on the third strike, but that all gets converted into magic damage. So whether you build him AD or AP, you're going to be outputting AP damage. So his Q and his E scale off of AD, and his Q, W, E, and R scale off of AP. So at this point, we are huge. We picked up a Spirit Visage just because they do have so much magic damage. We've got 25 stacks on our Mejais, and we've got a Gunblade. 804, and we're not going to stop there. So right now we're level 13, Ornn's level 10, the highest level on the map. We're just doing a ton of damage here. I pick up tower aggro, and so I back off just a second. I summon the Rift Herald. Summon the Rift Herald. While you're summoning the Rift Herald, you can actually continue to tell your ghost where to go. And so we're just outputting damage on all accounts. There's one kill. There's another kill. Trying to micro this just right. There's a triple. And can we get the quadra? Oh. There it is. I mean, he's just disgusting late game. Yeah, if you get a lead, you really don't have to back down from a fight. If you're this fed and you've got a drag, you can literally 1v5 their entire team, as long as you micro it just right. So at this point, we're 12-0-4. We don't have a tremendous amount of CS, but we've been doing quite a bit. Our team has 24 kills, and I've got 12 of those. I got half of our team's kills, and I have almost as many kills as their team. Now, this is a plat game. I'm not playing on a Smurf. I'm playing on my main account. And so it's not like we're playing against people who are that bad. Some of you out there obviously watching this who are Diamond Master Challenger, hats off to you, but this is the best I got. Now Lee and I decide we're going to go ahead, solo the Baron, and we take it pretty quickly. Malzahar does come and join. But Lee and I could completely solo this on our own. Mordekaiser can actually solo the Baron if he's got a Dragon Ghost. It's not a big problem for him. At this point, I was going to recall and buy, but I decided I was going to be greedy and get a death cap. And I needed just a little bit more gold. I very rarely buy death cap on Mordekaiser, but I do have some tankiness with the Spirit Visage attached to the Gunblade, and your healing actually scales off of your AP. So when you're this huge and you've got 25 stacks on a Mejai's and a Spirit Visage, you're actually deceptively tanky. I go back, pick up the death cap, and we're looking to close out this game. Poor Ornn, he's still level 11. We really shut him out. He did say that he was a Smurf, so his Smurf is in plat, but I don't know. It's a little bit hard to believe. He didn't really know the matchup very well. So I'm just looking to get a good angle. I didn't feel like I was going to achieve anything, but just face checking into a Zaya Brand and endlessly push that mid turret. And so I see Warwick over here, hoping to catch him out or at least apply some pressure and push in this top lane. I probably should have just walked top to begin with, but I wasn't sure exactly how things were going to work out. Maybe we could catch somebody, pick up a ghost, but So I pop my ghost here. I don't think I actually get anything out of it, but I was hoping to run around, maybe flank. And pretty much it's over at this point. I was mostly worried about ruining my perfect KDA, keeping up my stacks, and just seeing if I could get one big third Q off on somebody and just admire the damage that it'll do. So I pick up the Brand Ghost, gives me even more AD. Here's the third hit on the Warwick, and we just destroyed their team. Taking aggro because my ghost was off hitting somebody. And just like that, we end the game. Perfect KDA. Ended up 14-0-7. We had as many kills as their entire team did. And yeah. GG, well played. If you enjoyed the video and you made it this far, be sure to please comment, like, subscribe, tell me your thoughts on Mordekaiser, gameplay, counters, what you think I could have done better, any of the above, and I would definitely appreciate it. And yeah, have a good day.